Hi, I'm Gareth Davis, and I've got a couple of jobs to do. Got to fix a puncture on the inner tube. I've got to change this so it's more back here, so I've got a better brake pedal, and the trouble is getting this arm onto this spline here is a right problem, because if you go to slide it on, the spline goes back inside the drum, so you've got to like hold it with a screwdriver and get the bolt in so it doesn't push back. So I might take it off here, and whilst the drum's off the bike, off the wheel, put it on, and then put the drum on, and then put the wheel back on. I filmed from the other side last time, so I thought I'd film from this side this time. So we've got this beam to take off here, which is a split pin, and then a nut. We've got the pin through here, adjusters here, sprocket cover, sprocket, chain, and we should be done. Oh, and the axle, obviously. Uh, 13mm for the adjusters. The small nut here is the locking one. And this one does the adjusting. So knock the tab back on the 10mm. I'm going to have to get a socket on. It's one of the close hot days. I had to put a top on to film, and now I'm absolutely boiling. So the spline on this, I just got a right on everything pen and drew a line down the middle of the spline here, so like that, so I could see the position it was. Now last time I took this off, the bike moved and I bent this rod, but luckily when I bent it back it went to a nice shape of the bike. Washer on the end. See what size. 14, 13. What size is it? Oh, that was bigger. 14. I'm going to slacken that off because actually I want it to be have some adjustment and this split pin. That's washer, split pin on that. Right, so I'll just go around, undo the cover on the sprocket, take the pinion off so the chain's off. No point filming it because I'm not moving the bike to get a camera angle or anything. You saw it from the other side last time. So I've been round, took the sprocket cover off, undo the two bolts on the sprocket and drop the chain off and the sprocket. So now I've just got to undo the axle, if I'm correct. What have we got? Oh, it does fit that side. So that's a 17. Let me guess what my 3/8 drive is around where the sprocket was. see what fits this side. I hit this bit because my bike's literally balancing on the side stand and a jack where the centre stand would go if it had one. I'm just wondering if I've left enough room on the other side to get the sprocket to come out. Oh, I suppose I better pull this off. Well, it's quite tight now, it's been tightened up. Hey. There we are. Well, you can't slide it off anyway. I don't think I did leave it slightly enough, but I reckon if I bring the wheel that way it's enough. Unhook the chain and the wheel's out. Right, let's have a look at this. See why that pushes in. That's because the whole brake shoe's pushing. I wonder if there's anything that can be done about that, because it gets really annoying. Now I need some room to take this off. You can see how easily it gets bent. I've obviously straightened it, but it matches the bike anyway. Right, I guess I'll be going to reposition the camera now. Right, so the first thing I've got to do is remove the valve. I went to order the inner tube for it, from Temu, along with a battery powered compressor, and it was about £3 or £4 more than the wrong size one at M&P Motorcycles. So I waited till I had some money, and they'd sold out. So they sold me the compressor for £6, which I couldn't believe. Unbelievable bargain. And I bought a puncture repair kit. So I guess all them motorcycles in Russia are getting inner tubes. So I'm going to use the same technique as last time. Hopefully this will be a bit easier, since it's still got soap on from fitting the tyre. And being a kendo and not a Chinese tyre, unless kendo is a Chinese tyre, I didn't realise, but it's still a lot better. So I got some tyre irons, so looking for my one from 30 years ago. From Temu for a few pounds. "12" tyre irons. Nielsen apparently. I think it was Temu anyway. Any difference? Oh yeah, one is flat, the other one's got a 45. Gotta try and get that to sit down. So I can get room to do that. You've got to obviously not have it seating on the edge. You've got to go to the centre bit where there's a gap, and then that gives you room to pull it. That's a bit tight. See if I can get another one in. There we are. There we are. I'll get that clamp off. So that's out the way. Trying to be quite difficult. Right. I think I need a bit more because maybe not. I'm sure this is easier with a screwdriver. Wonder if I can get somewhat blunt in there. Just to hold it like. I don't. That should do it. My quarter. There we are. That should hold that. God bless. Oh, we've got to. Oh, this is going well, isn't it? you think having the tyre bars would make it that much easier. Oh, come on. Oh, literally dripping. So, starting to get somewhere. Sorry about making this look so difficult. Oh, blimey. I thought this was going to be easy. Let's have a look at this in the tube. And living like mad. What I need to do is stand that on some sockets, I guess. Let's try my compressor. So it charges on a USB. You've got a pressure setting, reset, on and off. Apparently it's dead, apparently. Oh, there we are. Pressure down to about 26. There. Right. Can't hear anywhere else. I pinched it just in the one place. I'll just get the puncher back at that. So, for a few pounds again, it's got a couple of push bike pry bars, 3 tubes of sealant or glue, patches, spare valves, and some funny little rubber things that I haven't got a clue what they're for. Oh, and a crane. So the crane's what I need first. I wonder if there's chalk. Well, there's scrubbers to rough it up. And them little rubber things, I haven't got a clue what they are. Let's see, how do I get into this clean? Let's put some more in. Oh, she's gone to sleep again. crane works really well. Yeah, it's the only puncture there. I'm gonna have to wash my hands and stuff because I've got proper black from all the soap from fitting the tyre last time and the oil off the chain. Oh. Right, let's see if I can do this then. So there's the puncture. Make sure the surface is clean and dry, so I had previous soap on it. I guess they want me to scuff it a bit for some reason with this cheese grater. Right, what I can't remember is many years ago my dad showed me how to use proper car patches for inner tubes, and these had foil like this. Anyway, so I got a few questions that I can't remember. Right, where's them scissors to start with? So the question is, do I put the rubber solution on there and here, let it dry, put it on, or do I put it on wet and put it on, or which round the patch goes? Now if I remember rightly, you take the clean film off, put the silicone on, both, let them dry, put it on, and then peel the foil off, if I remember rightly. It is like 30 years ago. Now I'm glad it was multiple tubes, 3 tubes, because as soon as you open this it'll be no good afterwards. There we are. So first try, I'll try the, actually I'll let the off there because I don't want air in the tyre. I've covered a large enough area for the patch. Alright, so coming off the foil first, I wonder now. I've got it off the clean film first. So I'm going to add the material to the solution to this, spread it round. And if this doesn't work, we're letting it set first. We'll try it wet, and maybe the other way around. But just a matter of waiting a minute now. I wonder how long we should wait. We'll wait till it looks good. Pulling this off, I've wrinkled the orange bit on the patch. Oh yeah, that's nice and thing that. So I want somewhere flat and hard. Put the patch. Like that. Rub it nice and hard. Oh, I'm wondering, do we leave that for a minute? I will, just in case. It's annoying when you can't remember after 30 years. Well, I think I've done it upside down. Because my patch is orange on this side. But I couldn't tell you. But I'm not sure if it's going to make a blind bit of difference. I'm just making sure it's well stuck down with plenty of pressure. Maybe like do it that way and I've done it the right way. Maybe. Hard to say. But at least you can see where the patch is. So we'll just leave that for a minute then. May as well pause again whilst that sets. Well, I'm sure it's supposed to be black on top and orange underneath, but it worked. So let's get it back in. So you just got to be getting it into the tyre, making sure not to twist it. Oh, remove the socket so it pushes everything up. And just tuck it into the rim with the tyre coming down. Make sure it's in everywhere so you don't pinch it like I did last time. Let's get this bit in by the valve. That's it. Trying to keep it from the bead. I'm using the flat tipped upwards a bit just so I can get it in like that. Oh, well, that was a bit easier, wasn't it? Oh, right. Let's get the valve. Oh no. I suppose we do only need to put the valve in. I don't think I'll have much problem getting onto the tyre. Normally you get the tyre to pop. I'll do it properly, innit? Because we don't want any accidents. So press reset. On the right reading, PSI 26. As you see, battery, rechargeable, USB. I'm going to stop it at 9 psi just so I can put the valve in. Pop some air in. I've got a big load of gob in my mouth. Just going to get that, stick it over the end of the bowl. Can't see anything leaking. So I've got the valve in properly. I'll turn it to it. There we are, kicks off at 26 psi because that's what I set it to. Still full, showing a full battery, rechargeable. Yeah, that looks alright. Now, let's change camera position and I'll pop this on charge. I thought holding that would switch off. I guess it goes to sleep by itself then. Ooh. Pretty cool. So I've placed that back in, changed the light around, moved the camera around. So first thing I need to do is get the drum brake in place. Make sure that's fully pushed out. What's next then? I suppose getting the axle back through would be quite a good one. Make sure that's not getting burnt. Right, where's the spacer? Looks like a socket. Where is it? That's just typical, isn't it? You go to put it back together, you know you've got it, and you've lost it again. Well, I've lost it. There it is, it was under the tie levers. Just a bit of heavy gauge pipe, put it in place, push it through. Look, don't want that dropping down. I'll get my, we've got the adjuster on that side. We don't want problems. Yeah. Put it back a little bit, get into the adjuster. There we are. Oh. Clear the wire from the axle. There we are. We've got the rear light bracket on the axle on the other side because it didn't come off. Right, I suppose that would be a good idea. So it all falling apart. I suppose getting it roughly where it wants. Get that in the right place. Washer on, split washer on, nut, there we are. Let me guess, I haven't put the chain on. Well, that's handy, isn't it? No, I'll just quickly go back quickly. So is that out again? Wheel off, find the chain. I think they tell you to oil the chain just to make it quite funny when you work on the bike. So you get covered in oil. Oh yeah, that's that. I forgot about that. Where's that? thanks for that. Get that back into place. Right. I think I'll have a nice cup of coffee. I'm gonna put the sprocket and chain back on just so I can get the wheel in the right place before I do all the brake adjustment and stuff. Oh, nice. See you in a minute. I got a bit ahead of myself, so I've oiled up the bolts next to and holding the sprocket cover. Not oiled up, Permatex sealant to stop any oil leaks coming out the threads. I put the sprocket back on and the chain, so that's all done on the other side. Pulled the wheel back, tightened up the axle, loosely put this on. I found by undoing the brake bar and taking the parts off, I was able to slip it on a lot easier, and the spline started to go in, so I just put a screwdriver in there, caught the thing, turned it, pushed the spline out a bit, and now I'm just gonna see if I can locate the bolt. Just need to thread it in. Size of that? It's 9 knots. Terminal. So that bolt will push through the valley, keeping the spline out. There we are. That locking tab has managed to rotate down the wrong way. There's anything I can do about that. What's stopping that from rotating? I don't think I've got to take that out again just to rotate the lockings. So typical, isn't it? Oh, come on. As you see, you just got the tab up this time. Is it high enough? Was it a set position? Right. So making sure your tab's high enough to cover the bolt. And that push the spline out so you can get the bolt through the valley. Let's get the washer on. And that on. Now, because I used permanent marker on the spline, I see this lever's further back now. Right, where's my spreader? One minute, your thread's tight enough to ratchet. The next minute it's blooming. Oh. not putting the tab over it yet, just because I've got to get the bar in and make sure that's all correct. And that's got to go in there. So slide that into there. Pull that back through there. And the nut. I believe that was a 14. And to think I had trouble with this the first time, terribly. Just because I hadn't undone that bit there. Right, where did I put my sockets? Ugh. That's 13. That's what I just had. Right, let's get everything adjusted. We'll have to slacken off the axle a bit. What was that, 13? Oh, 13. Okay, let's clear that. Look that, Jen. Oh, well, that's all right. Looks like there's a wire rubbing on the chain for some reason. No, that's alright. Alright, let's get this tightened. And then let's get these tightened. Nipping up the lock nuts to stop these adjusters moving out or in. The chain seems tight enough, not touching the chain slap bit. But that was checked, so we're just going to fold the tab over and double check it just in case. Force the tab. Oh. Right, so that split pin, there we go. So much better. Yeah. I think we're done. We've got the puncher. We fixed the oil leak, adjusted the brake. So that leaves the kickstand wiring, tighten the mirrors and adjust the carb. And then it'll be buy a helmet, buy some sat nav once we've got an MOT. Right, thank you for watching. My name's Gareth Davis, and please like, comment and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying watching me get this work done. Thanks very much. Have a good day. That was proper funny. I'm going to make a short video of you just going rum, rum, rum.